The sun had just begun to rise over St. Mary's Hospital, casting a warm golden glow on the patients and staff starting their day. Amid the routine, a remarkable and heartwarming mystery began to unfold. On what seemed like an ordinary morning, whispers started circulating through the hospital's corridors that an anonymous benefactor had quietly paid off a staggering number of medical bills, 100 in total. It all started with a simple, unmarked card left at the hospital's finance office. Inside, neat handwriting explained that the accompanying donation was to be used specifically to settle the medical debts for patients who couldn't afford their care. The card was unsigned, merely sealed with a notice that read, "A gift, not a debt." The hospital staff, initially skeptical, verified the funds and found them sufficient enough to cover the cost for numerous surgeries, treatments, and long overdue bills. Patients awoke to find letters explaining that someone had anonymously settled their accounts. Tears of relief and joy flowed down many cheeks as disbelief turned to gratitude. But who was this benevolent stranger? Hospital executives combed through security footage, hoping to catch a glimpse of their mysterious donor. However, all they found was footage of a figure in a plain coat and hat, distinctively nondescript, arriving at the hospital, but whose face was never shown. John, a middle-aged man and father of 3, was recovering from a complicated surgery. For him, the mounting expenses had felt like a second ailment, one without a cure. "It's like a miracle," he told a local reporter. "Whoever you are, thank you. You've no idea what this means to my family and me." Anna, a retired schoolteacher with limited pension, had been choosing between medication and groceries. When she discovered her bills were cleared, she simply wept, whispering words of thanks into the canopy of the universe. As news of the anonymous stranger spread, it ignited a sense of hope and unity throughout the community. People were not only inspired by the act itself, but also intrigued by the mystery. Efforts to uncover the identity of the benefactor were futile. The psychological profile suggested someone who cherished privacy and had no intention of personal glorification. Interviews with staff, patients, and community members provided no additional clues. Meanwhile, as patients came together to share their own stories of the stranger's gift, a new tradition started. Each pledged to pay it forward, help another in the same way, no strings attached. Social media buzzed with theories, ranging from mundane to the fanciful. Some believed it was a local philanthropist who had grown tired of publicity-driven charity, while others speculated it might be a former patient now healed and grateful. And then, just as quietly as he had appeared, the stranger vanished back into the fabric of everyday life, his identity still concealed, but his legacy growing louder with every retelling. Though he was unseen, his actions spoke volumes. A reminder that sometimes the most profound changes in the lives of others are done silently, without the need for recognition or accolade. As St. Mary's Hospital carried on, the mysterious kindness of a stranger became a bedrock of community lore, a symbol of hope and the enduring human spirit. And somewhere, perhaps dressed in that same nondescript coat and hat, the stranger continued his journey, leaving a trail of goodwill in every step he took, forever unknown but never forgotten.